2 weeks ago, Malik was working 4 hours a day and producing nothing. On a good day, he got 40 minutes of scattered effort before he escaped into quick checks. We fixed 4 hidden traps, and in 14 days, he went from scraps to 3.5 hours of clean focus blocks. He shipped the promotion project he'd been stalling on for 6 weeks. Deep work doesn't fail at minute 45, it fails before you start. And you will spot trap 2 in your next 10 minutes and fix it. Most people aren't lazy, they're overloaded. You try to do deep work with notifications, open loops, and cluttered screens pulling at you all day. One interruption can cost about 23 minutes to fully regain focus. Do that twice, and your entire morning is gone, even if you worked the whole time. No wonder you feel like you're trying hard and still falling behind. Monk mode is a short, focused season where you remove noise so your mindset and motivation can breathe. These 4 traps show where deep work actually dies and how to seal the leaks fast. Stop for a second and be honest. If the first 10 minutes are contaminated, the whole block collapses. Focus isn't something you find, it's something you protect. Trap 1. Open loops plus false preparation. This is how most deep work blocks die without you noticing. You sit down with unfinished business still open, and you call it getting started. Slack and your inbox are open just in case. Yesterday's draft is half done, and you can feel it staring at you. Under overload, your brain keeps scanning for relief and small closures. So you feel busy and stuck at the same time. You leave the block tired than when you began. Here's what that feels like. You type 3 words, then your eyes flick to the inbox. You read one message, then you just reply fast. Now you're back in the dock, rereading the same paragraph like you've never seen it. That is attention debt. Then the second half of the trap hits. You start preparing instead of producing. You fix the outline again. You organize the notes again. You research the perfect tool again. It feels responsible, but it produces nothing. This is the guilt pattern that breaks discipline. You're exhausted, not because the work is hard, but because you never entered it. Preparation becomes avoidance with better lighting. This is where time management dies. You burn the start window on warm-up. So do the simplest reset that works. Before your next block, do a 2-minute sweep. Close anything that is not today's task. If something matters, capture one next step and schedule when you'll handle it. If it does not matter, kill it. Then force a real start by choosing a 60-second action. 1 sentence or 1 ugly paragraph. If you cannot do it in 60 seconds, it is not the first step. Deep work begins when your screen stops arguing with you. The next trap feels like responsibility, which is exactly why it destroys focus so quietly. Trap 2. Browser drift. You let your browser decide what your brain thinks about. You open your work, then a new tab appears for one quick lookup. Then another tab for a better example. Now you are in research drift, and your attention is serving the browser. Pause and catch this in real time. Look at your last 3 tabs. Did they move the work forward, or did they move you away from it? Use the tab 0 rule. Pin one tab as the work tab. Every other tab must earn its place with 1 sentence in a note. Why it exists, and what you will take. If you cannot explain it in 1 sentence, close it. That one constraint turns, "I will just check," into a decision you control. This next one will expose how you've been sabotaging yourself without knowing, because the exit is always within reach. Trap 3. Available exits. Even if you start clean and avoid browser drift, focus dies when escape is available, not just your phone. The open email tab, the Slack sidebar, the group chat that promises a tiny dopamine hit when thinking gets uncomfortable. If an exit is 1 click away, your brain keeps it on the menu. That is why deep work feels tense. You're not focusing, you're resisting. Part of you is working, and part of you is hovering over the escape hatch. You don't notice it, but your attention keeps budgeting for escape. That low-grade tension is why deep work feels impossible later. You don't need more willpower. You need fewer exits. Controlling your environment removes the need to negotiate with yourself. So remove the exit before the block starts. Put your phone outside arm's reach, ideally outside the room. Close Slack and email completely, not minimized. If you truly must be reachable, set one scheduled check after the block and commit to it. Not 5. 1. When the urge hits, name it. That's the exit. Then return to the next visible action. Comment, no side quests, if you're locking your exits for your next deep work block. Because once escape is gone, you'll hit the final trap that makes people quit long-term. This last trap is why deep work starts feeling like punishment, even when you're doing everything right. Trap 4. Endless blocks without proof. If your block has no clean endpoint, your brain never feels safe. It keeps checking. It keeps switching. It keeps searching for a moment that feels done. So you work longer, feel worse, and end the day with the same shame. Nothing is finished. Then you add streak obsession on top. You miss one day, and you treat it like a verdict. I ruined it. So you wait for a clean Monday, a perfect mood, a fresh start. Perfect streaks look good online. Recovery is what actually changes your life. Fix both with one move. Define done before you start. 1 paragraph drafted, 10 problems solved, 1 page revised, 1 feature shipped. Then stop on the endpoint, even if you could keep going. You are training your brain to trust the block, not fear it. If you keep checking, you are choosing escape over output. And if you miss a day, recover fast. The next available 10 minutes counts. No guilt speech, no restart ceremony. Just proof that you return. Fast recovery beats perfect streaks every time. Here's what changes after 10 to 30 days of this. You stop carrying that I did nothing guilt into the evening. Here's your blueprint for today. Pick one task. Write the endpoint. Do the 2-minute sweep. Start with the 60-second action. Then lock your exits. Make it small, then make it real. Treat the first 10 minutes like a vault door, not a suggestion. If you slip, resume on the next available block, not next Monday, without drama. Screenshot the 4 traps and keep them where you start your blocks. Before you click away, write one sentence in the comments. Day 1, tab 0 rule. Add your start time for the next block so it's real. If you have a friend who keeps saying they just need more motivation, send them this and tell them you're building systems. Next episode, self-control. Blueprint, outsmart dopamine daily, so you can execute on command when your brain wants the easy hit. Train your mind, and your life will follow.